A reader asks, should leaders, people who manage product teams, also be doing their own discovery? And if so, around what? So this person explained they understand that they should be encouraging all of their product teams to be talking to customers on a regular basis, but should the leader themselves also be talking to customers? And I love this question because it might not surprise you, but I'm going to say the answer is yes. I think if you're a engineering manager, a product manager, a like a director of product or above, a director of engineering or above, a director of design or above, I have a feeling there's things that you're working on that could use input from customers. For example, your product vision, your product strategy, your outcomes, especially those product outcomes, and thinking about which product outcomes might drive business outcomes. All of us are doing work day in and day out that could benefit from conversations with our customers. Now, we're probably having conversations at a different scope. When we're trying to test our vision and our strategy, we're asking different questions than when we're testing specific features. I would argue we can still use story-based interviewing. We're just asking at a broader scope. So if you're one of those leaders and you haven't talked to a customer recently, or you've only engaged with customers when the conversation's been escalated because of a prospect that's missing a feature or a big account that's having an urgent issue, I would encourage you to reach out to some customers just to have some more open-ended conversations about what they're using your product for and what they might and what problem it's solving for them and what else they've done to solve that problem and the whole context around that. And you might be surprised what you learn. I will share that I did this myself as a leader. My most recent full-time role, I ran a product and design team at a company that focused on new college recruiting. Every single day in that role, I talked to a student who was looking for a job for the first time, and I talked to an employer who was looking to hire new college grads. This was invaluable because it reminded me at the time that I was in this job, I was at least 15 years out of college. I forgot what it was like to find that first job. And I had actually never been involved on the employer side of new college grad recruiting. And I learned a ton. It turns out new college grad recruiting looks nothing like experienced recruiting. Completely different ballgames. Now, I talk to both sides of my market almost every single day. You don't have to do that. I was a little obsessive, partly because I had strong internal stakeholders to argue with, and I really wanted to arm myself with a lot of customer data. Just like with product teams, I think once a week is plenty. If it's easy and you have the capability to do more, I do think more leads to more insights faster. But I'd prefer you focus on a sustainable habit. So start with one a week and grow from there if you find it useful. All right, are you a product leader who's already doing your own discovery? Do me a favor, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear how often you're talking to your customers, and then share a little bit about the scope in which you're engaging with customers. What are you getting feedback on? How is it informing your work? I'm sure other product leaders would benefit from hearing about your experience. Thanks.